Columbus Clingstones. Let's welcome General Manager Pete Laven. Welcome, Pete.
Hey Ray, how are you today?
Great, great. Of course, also we've got Sean also here from Atlanta Braves Chop Live. You want to say hi, Sean?
Hey everybody, thank you for joining, and it's we're excited because Ray and I both had a part in playing at that Golden Park Stadium, which is now Synovus, and Ray worked there, and I was a bullpen catcher there, and actually played a couple of games there as well. And it's a pleasure to have you join us, Pete, and we look forward to this coming season.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Pete. Actually, my first job, except for working for my parents, was at Golden Park back in 1990 something, back in the olden days, and I was pushing around the Good Humor ice cream little trolley with the umbrella and everything one summer, and that was my first real job. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. It's so great. I mean, everybody I meet here has some sort of touch point, some history with Golden Park, whether it's their first job or if they came to games with their grandparents, etc. I actually went to a game there 30 years ago when it was the Red Sticks. I worked 1 year it was my second year in minor league baseball. I worked for the Albany Polecats
Oh,
down in
okay.
Albany, Georgia, in the South Atlantic League, and we came up to they had one of those education days, morning game days in Columbus. We drove up and drove back for it, so I can say I've been to a game at Golden Park as well.
I might have been at that game because when I was in college, um, it was the summer of either 94 or 95 with the Red Sticks. I interned as an athlete student trainer. And just coincidentally, I looked up one of the players from the Red Sticks. Of course, then it was a Indians affiliate, an
Mhm.
outfielder named Alex Ramirez, who had a cup of coffee for a few years and with the Indians and the Pirates. He was blocked as a hitting outfielder because they had a monster lineup then.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't know it because social media didn't really exist, and you didn't really follow players that way back then. But so I found Alex actually had a tremendously successful career in Japan, played 13 years, and actually was inducted into the Japanese Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Was the first Latin American manager. Like just an
Wow.
incredible revelation I had this week.
That's amazing. All I remember from that team is Russell Branyan,
Yeah.
like hitting monster home runs
Well,
for that Red Sticks team.
exactly. So Alex came up. Of course, they had the monster, hitting lineup. And then top prospect Russell Branyan came up. He was
Mhm.
hot right away, hitting homers. So Alex was like, hey, just according to this article, he was like, hey, Mike Hargrove. He's like, hey, Mike, I want to be traded. He got traded to
Mhm.
Pittsburgh, played half of a season there, and then off to Japan. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the connection right there.
Good for him. Sounds like a good career move for Alex.
Yeah. So tell me, Pete, I know you're the GM there in Mississippi, but tell me what is the most exciting part about coming to Columbus, the new stadium, launching a new brand for the minor league team. Like, I'm sure there's many things, but what really excites you the most about bringing baseball back to Columbus?
I think it's just I'm excited for the people here in Columbus because they are such proud baseball fans. It's such a great baseball infrastructure and softball in this city. They can tell they truly love the sport, love the game. Um, like I said, everybody has such fond memories of seeing games at Golden Park, and the vibe has just been tremendous since the first day I set foot in Columbus. And that's not always the case. With new teams, new um, affiliates, new stadiums coming to town. There's a lot of times there's people that are upset about where the money's going towards the stadium, and at least to me, everybody comes up and it's just 100% genuine excitement about the team coming here in April. And, I know the Atlanta Braves being a part of it is a big factor as well. And everything's aligned. And, just can't give enough credit to the city for their vision. And while there's going to be, I think, two other new parks in minor league baseball next year, Spartanburg and Knoxville. I think Synovus Park is going to be not only beautiful, but also have the best story of the three.
Absolutely. And I was at the groundbreaking several months ago. It was a great ceremony. Tim Hudson was really kind of the highlight. I mean, he's really a local kid, local product, Phoenix City, Alabama, right across the river. A little geography lesson for the rest of Braves country. But yeah, I got to meet Tim, talk to Tim. He actually played like junior Olympic baseball with a guy I played baseball with in high school, Steve Reed. Little shout out to my high school
Mhm.
buddy there, which he'll enjoy. But I think my personal opinion, it may be wrong, um, but downtown Columbus has seen an incredible transition from the late 90s, starting with, many people might not know, we had the Olympic softball here that built the complex really down there. We've got the Riverwalk, the entire downtown Broadway, so many shops, restaurants, stores. It's really vibrant. Of course, the college, Columbus State University, colleges down there. So there's lots of students, lots of businesses, lots of activity. So, all those things I think are just parts of the ingredients to really lead towards success for the Clingstones coming minor league baseball coming back to Columbus.
I agree. I mean, we have our temporary offices are here in Uptown on Broadway, right next to the old Bradley Theater, and I'll be honest, I'm going to miss it a little bit when we move our office into the stadium in a few weeks. It's just great to see all the people, busy on weekends, of course, when people are and the families are in town for the graduations out at Fort Benning, and
Yeah.
yesterday for St. Patrick's Day they had a 5K and a block party as well. So it's great to just walk out your door and get that instant connection with the people of Columbus, and you're right, it's amazing with the everything from I didn't know before I moved here the story about blowing up the two dams and creating
Yeah.
the largest urban whitewater rafting
Yeah.
course in the country. That's amazing foresight for the community, and they're not resting on their laurels. They have even more plans for that river, and as far as an entertainment venue for the city, and just so much connectivity, not only between Uptown and South Commons where the ballpark's going to be, but oftentimes you'll meet someone and they'll already know like three people you just met the week before, and
Yeah.
just if you're ever hanging out in one of the coffee shops downtown, it's amazing to see how the community interacts.
It's easy to connect with people in Columbus, as a lifelong resident. Like Sean and I grew up together, best friends since what, Sean? Kindergarten or first grade? I always forget which one it is.
I have the kindergarten photo for proof, so the kindergarten.
May have to produce that at one of these shows.
Yeah, so Pete, Sean and I grew up on the river down there. We'd go fishing down, walk down into the river and go fishing right there. And so we're just a stone's throw from where Golden Park was. My aunt actually was a waitress at the Getch's house way back in the day, which is right next to,
Yeah.
Synovus Park. I'll say Synovus Park.
Sure.
Synovus obviously is a significant history of Columbus, so it's really easy to bump into people that you've seen or known, or somebody knows somebody that they know, and it's just a great community.
I agree. It's been tremendous so far. All of our partners, and you nailed it when you mentioned Synovus, our naming rights partner. It's a perfect fit. They have a history even dates back longer than Golden Park, over 100 years, and that's what we're looking forward to with going to have, of course, all the new fan amenities, which I can't wait for people to see. But we're also going to be holding on to that history of Golden Park. It's going to be a lot of the same red brick. Even the gates that we're recreating are going to be the same shape as the old V-shaped gates at the stadium. We're keeping the three arches that were put in for the Olympics because, we really feel those are iconic, for the stadium and what people think of when they think of the history. And we're going to tie it in. That's actually going to be that area is going to be a area where we pay tribute to the legacy of Golden Park through old photos, old plaques. Kia is going to sponsor the area, and we're proud to partner with them on that. The Sean O'Malley plaque might be in one of the bullpens. We haven't figured that out yet. So, still, there's going to be a few more surprises like that as well. But, we can't wait. It's going to be surreal for me, even on that opening day, even being a part of the all the development meetings, the construction meetings, and being involved every step of the way. Still, when we open up those gates on April 15th, and the music's playing, the crowd's buzzing, you can smell the popcorn and all that. It's going to be surreal even for me. So, but we can't wait for people to see what the new amenities are for the fan, and that's ultimately what it's all about.
How about also your Chick-fil-A partner? They're doing something in reference to kids or Kids Zone or something.
Absolutely, yeah. We're proud to present the Fuzzies Kids Club, presented by Chick-fil-A. We're partnering with Chick-fil-A on this. It's free for kids to sign up, ages 5 through 12, and with that membership, they get a free ticket to every Sunday home game. All the Sunday home games, except one exception, will be at 1 p.m., just like the big league club. We're going to play at 105 on Sundays, and the kids get a nice drawstring backpack, Chick-fil-A gift card, lanyard that they can sport at those games. They get a free kid zone entry at those games. We have a fantastic kid zone kind of behind the home plate concourse in an atrium area, we call it. That's going to be spectacular with four huge inflatable rides. And, along with that kids club membership, they'll be first in line for Kids Run the Bases every Sunday. We're going to do that every Saturday and Sunday. That's presented by Witt's Frozen Custard, a brand new restaurant shop here at the Highside Market in Columbus, which if you haven't tried yet, it's probably the best tasting ice cream or custard you'll ever try.
I love that actually. Wits, I believe the proprietor of that business. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's John Piesold. Is that right?
You nailed it. Yep.
Yeah, there's
John's
another
great.
connection. There's another connection there. When I was in high school, him and his sister lived down the street from me, off of Macon Road, and I used to go down there. And John might disagree with this, but I used to dunk on him on his goal in his driveway.
I'll probably see him in the next day or two. I'm going to bring that up. I'll ask him.
Yeah.
See if he has the poster.
I'm down here in the Orlando area, which takes about roughly 2.5 hours, but with traffic, bad traffic, 3 hours to get to the Brave Spring Training Complex. So we're excited this year. No, this year we just hit November was 3 years. So we just hit 196,000. And according to Facebook, it says that we're reaching about 30 million a month, roughly. So we started the minor league page just over a year ago because we were wanting to post that content, but some people that follow made it's hard to post both content on one page.
Yeah.
So we started the minor league page, Atlanta Braves Chop Live minors, and so our goal is to be the best coverage out of anywhere altogether to put the minor league system. So we got MLB credentials to cover whatever events we submit to. So I got approved through the Cool Today Park at here at the spring training location to cover the Florida Complex League. So that is the very beginning when players first are getting in, their first professional. A lot of them from different countries. I speak Spanish fluently, so I'll be able to communicate with them. And I've already went out there several times to the minor league fields, and that's where I really like going. I really there's you have the minor league section, and then you have the major league section. And I get so excited to go to the minor league section because
Oh
uh,
yeah, no, I
we
get it.
we have a lot of moms who follow our page, and they'll say, "Can you take a picture of my son?" Whatever. So, and
Yeah.
so we do pretty much the majority of all the players, major league players, the majority we have family members who follow our page, and then we also are seeing that with the minor league page. So we're going to be covering. We just got approval through the Augusta Green Jackets to cover them. So we're
Mhm.
coordinating with the college in the area that has somebody that's going to be in the media to
Okay.
help cover them. So we're going to be trying to cover all the minor league system. And so the thing is that what I see the difference though is with the Braves, it's not the Indians, it's not the Astros. So you're actually seeing Braves guys come up through the system. So I think that's going to be a world of difference to fans attending, the excitement of seeing, hey, this guy's in Double A. He could be in the majors pretty soon. When I was there and catching in the bullpen, the locker room there was no place to go hide. No, nowadays, when you came out of that locker room, fans
Mhm.
are right there, right? When you came out,
Mhm.
there's no walk around or, you know.
Right.
And so I remember I came out and this little kid, he said, "Can I have your autograph?" And I said, "I'm just a bullpen catcher." And the dad
Mhm.
said, "He don't care." So
Right.
got my
Exactly.
name out there on a few baseballs somewhere. But yeah, but we're so thrilled to be able to cover no the Clingstones and all throughout the minor league system and bring the excitement, for the people to go check out the players. And you have a lot of excitement as far as on the website, as far as the single day tickets just coming out, right?
Yeah, it just came out yesterday and it was we were real happy with the um response yesterday. It went on sale at 10 a.m. We probably released them a little later than most other minor league teams, but with our season ticket push and partial plans, we wanted to give those as long as we could to breathe and to get everybody that wanted them to get the seats they wanted also, and they're still available now too. And but we had a great response, and as you can imagine, opening day was a big part of it yesterday as far as online ticket sales. And I was impressed. A lot of people came down to the pop-up store here on Broadway and wanted to buy their tickets in person. So that's always cool to see people in their Clingstone jerseys and everything. So it's every day it just seems like now we have something else to put out there, and the response has been phenomenal. Today we had PA tryouts over at uh, Columbus State. We had about 15 potential PA announcers come out, and we had to narrow it down because we had such a big pool of applicants where we were able to find some with great experience as well. So I literally just got back from that. We were over at Columbus State listening to 15 PA announcers, and there's some tremendous talent. It's going to be a tough decision in the next few days finding that voice on the microphone for our fans.
You just got the radio broadcaster, correct? You want to share a
Yep.
little bit about him? I read some of his bio. He's got a lot of experience for, for
Yeah,
a young
for a
guy.
young guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're proud to announce Jack Johnson just a couple days ago. He has some great experience, like you said, Sean. He was in Gwinnett the last 2 years and got some experience on 680 The Fan as well. He's actually doing a couple Georgia Tech games this weekend, subbing for their lead play-by-play guy. I think had laryngitis or something. So he's already picking up some side jobs here while he's in town. He's a native of the Bay Area, but having been here in Gwinnett the last 2 years, he's real familiar with the system, with the area. He's already ingrained with our flagship radio partner over there with PMB Broadcasting. We're going to be with on 92.1 FM all games, home and road, as well as on MILB TV as well on the live stream. But you can catch all the games on the radio here locally as well as live on the internet as well.
Yeah, we interviewed another Georgia Tech guy, Wally Balliard, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
we communicate with him quite often. And he
Hmm.
kind of like following that same line, young guy, kind of go getter, and trying to cover whatever he can. So that's going to be pretty exciting. What we just recently started doing in our YouTube channel, we started sharing the audio of the Braves spring training games because sometimes fans are having complications finding the audio because 680 is on those certain locations on during the week and certain locations on the weekend, whatever. So we just started sharing that for fans. So we thought
Oh,
about
fantastic.
doing that for the minor league, maybe picking one of the teams and then just kind of maybe one day post about Gwinnett and then the audio and kind of sharing that audio on our starting. We started a minor league page too for YouTube, and just trying to get out as much connection as possible with fans to get connected, to the
Yeah.
teams.
No,
And
you guys are incredible. I can't imagine. I know there isn't anybody else that does what you do for major league clubs affiliates across the board. So, hats off to y'all.
well, thank you. Do you have plan on having any guests coming? Perhaps different ones like Andrew Jones. He will visit Gwinnett, and I'm pretty sure in the near future, you'll have different people. Former alumni. I think Greg McMichael. He's the Braves Foundation alumni person, and so I'm
Yep.
sure every once in a while you'll have some guests. No, former alumni
Mhm.
Braves come down.
Yeah, no, Greg does a tremendous job at that, and we probably will schedule somebody here in the inaugural season at some point. If there's such great names already affiliated with the Braves that with the big league club like Chipper and Andrew Jones, and I know Dale Murphy when he appeared in Mississippi several years ago. Fans are still talking about it, so that you can't ever underestimate the power of the former Braves. They have such a great history of in different eras now that can really bring a crowd and really bring the product together. That again, talking about the connectivity that we now have with Braves affiliation is just you know the possibilities are endless. So we're looking forward to that very much.
And as far as being connected to the community, I know that I've seen the new mascot Fuzzy. He's been out there at the local schools. He's been
Mhm.
at like a Little League parks, opening day ceremonies. Like, tell us a little
Mhm.
bit about how Fuzzy came about to be the new mascot and what all he's doing, what we might anticipate from him in the season to come.
Yeah, Fuzzy's been a hit. I think he's been here in town for about a month, maybe a little bit more. He came over from a peach farm in Reynolds, Georgia, as you might have seen. So he's really hit the ground running, to say the least. I just got a photo today. He was on stage with an Irish band over at Highside Market playing the air guitar. So it's nothing's off the table. If anybody wants to see Fuzzy, just give us a call. He's literally down for anything, but he's really gearing up for that April 15th date against Pensacola. So, but he's definitely getting his legs under him. He's been out there for sure.
That's amazing. Now, I know you probably don't know like who's going to show up here player wise because spring training is still going on, et cetera. But when would you anticipate that roster will be set and that announcement will be? I think opening day is on the road actually, April 4th, I believe. So
Yep.
that could be soon, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, the players will arrive here the weekend of March. They actually break camp March 29th. They'll make their way to Columbus. I think we will most likely have our first workout here on the turf at Synovus Park on Tuesday, April 1st. And like you said, we hit the road on April 4th for Montgomery for a 3-game series with our soon-to-be rival Montgomery Biscuits. But we a lot of times we won't get the roster until just a couple days before they leave camp, maybe like the day before. It's wild. I'll probably call Cody Gabella, our manager, a week before just to, see if I get a solid idea of who's going to be on the roster since they're all, for the most part, splitting up into the different classifications at camp, playing double A games against other teams now. So it'll be interesting to see, how many guys from the Mississippi Club will be coming over to Columbus this year. Who's going to be making the leap to Triple A? A lot of times they don't make that ultimate decision till right before they break camp, and and then something could change instantly if there's an injury at the big league level. Just the domino effect if one guy gets the call up, similar to it was early in camp, but with Sean Murphy, I mean that's probably going to alter everybody's catching roster here at the especially at the double A, triple A level. So it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. They, of course, like every major league team, plays it pretty close to the vest until,
Sure.
right before they break camp. But, one thing I know for sure, having been with the Braves the last 5, 6 seasons, it's always their guys are always real high character guys. They draft and sign uh good guys that the community be proud of, and and then we all know how they develop players too, so the product on the field will be great as well.
Yeah, and from rosters being set to opening day, it's gonna, be maybe like 72 hours or so that like you mentioned, the new manager, Cody Gabella, will have to put that roster together and come up with that new lineup. So he'll definitely have a lot of work to do. Um, at the dub, and he's coming down from Rome, I believe, in the last season.
Hmm.
So he's kind of making that jump to the next level from a manager's perspective. Um, and as far as jumping to the next level, I think maybe, in recent history, Michael Harris directly from Double A to the Braves. So, something like that may happen again. What do you think the likelihood now that you're closer to the team? Of course, they've got Gwinnett up in the Atlanta area, Rome, which is relatively close to the big league park in the Atlanta area as well. Do you think that there's an opportunity that we might see some rehab assignments down here in Columbus or anything like that?
Well, I'll say that it's probably a stronger possibility for double A rehabs now that we're closer, for sure. It's one of those things we always hope for them, and of course, because it's so great for our fans to see that uh, current major league talent come down. It's great for the team to have those guys in the clubhouse. And then there's just always so many factors, whether where that player is on his rehab, whether we're at home or on the road during that time. I think Atlanta does prefer to send the guys on rehabs to the teams when they're at home, especially now with everybody having such close proximity. If it's a position player, when they want them to face that good double A Southern League pitching, which it is to our advantage too, because the pitching in this league is tremendous. So I think there would be a strong chance that they would send somebody to Columbus just because it would be such a logical step in their playing back to the big league roster, because it's I always say, and you guys know it as well, double A is the make or break level. Everybody at double A, especially from the pitching side, has a shot at the big leagues. It's just how they do at the double A level, and then once they're in AAA, they're major league depth already. So it's it would be fingers crossed if we do they get that opportunity. I know there's a couple names potentially gonna do rehabs early in the season, so it's hard to predict, but I think we would definitely be a candidate.
Yeah, I know right now they're playing the prospects game, and some of those guys might actually be in Columbus pretty soon, but you'd be part of that roster most likely. So that's going to be exciting just to see the guys develop, and we're so excited to do whatever we can to help out the Columbus Cleanstones growing up there. It's going to be amazing when you see all the minor league teams, the Northern, American League, Eastern, and all of them come bringing their kids to the games. See the soul. I remember seeing Soldiers as a 14-year-old coming to the game,
Yeah.
and all that new development of people downtown coming to the game. So it's definitely going to be an exciting year, and whatever we can do to be a part of it, it'd definitely be something that we look forward to helping with.
No, you guys have already been tremendous. Can't thank you enough for all the support and since day one. Before we were the Clingstones, I know several months before you guys were helping us, spread the word, creating that awareness, not just here in Columbus, but nationwide. So can't thank you enough.
Our
Yeah,
pleasure.
yeah, absolutely our pleasure, Pete. We just want to thank you again. Just thrilled to have minor league baseball, especially Braves baseball, back here in Columbus, Georgia. Like Sean said, we're going to do our best to help promote the team and, promotions you have, things like that, and try to get as many local fans into the seats as possible. We'll certainly, since I'm local, I'll be down at as many games as I can. I know Sean's going to try to make it back here and attend some games as well. But we're just thrilled to have the Columbus Clingstones here and just looking for that rich um, legacy of minor league baseball to just start again here. And we can't think of a better scenario than to have that done through the Atlanta Braves and the Clingstones.
Yeah, it's going to be wild, and I appreciate the partnership. Glad to have you guys on board, and let me know when you're both ready to catch a game. Hope to see you there opening day, Ray, and it's going to be wild. So I hope everybody's ready, and I can't wait to see everybody April 15th.
Definitely. And if Sean's knees weren't shot now, maybe he could get one more bullpen session.
You'll get him out there. He deserves a shot at least. So
Maybe,
we'll
maybe I
get him
can
in
play.
front of the brass.
Yeah, maybe I can play catch with Fuzzy. That's about probably as. So,
Fuzzy's throwing strikes at the Peach League and all across town. It's the bar has been raised. So yeah, no, I think we can make that happen.
great. Well, thank you very much, Pete. It's a pleasure, and I look forward to supporting the Columbus Cleanstones and getting the word out. And this is just the beginning. We're just getting started.
Here we go. Go Stones.
Go
Go
Stones.
Stones.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Pete.
All right, take care, guys.